Hi, my name is John, and I grew up in the southwest part of the United States, but a lot of my life changed when I went to Europe at the age of 13 on a student exchange program. I lived in a Dutch home, and I saw values and qualities I'd never known back in my kind of more rugged southwest environment. And then I went to school on the East Coast, graduate school, but I've had a chance to travel with Buttercup, and I just feel like I've become a different person every few years because there's so much impact from my life entangled with other people and blessed by other people. The financial structure for Buttercup Farms is unique as well. Who of us has not received a telephone call from the local fire department wanting donations, the Red Cross, and people are becoming more cautious, and rightfully so, because we have organizations that are supposed to help veterans, and 80% of the money goes to the management. Buttercup Farms has never had a paid staff, and that's an absolute miracle. We've had farm managers here for several years who never got paid a single dime, and neither have they in our foreign countries where we operate. But the idea is that your donations help support a learning program so money can be generated. For example, we might start a business activity like the construction company, and that becomes profitable, but the profits come back. So your donations help to create something that the people that are here can then utilize to give back to Buttercup Farms. So when people make a donation to Buttercup, they can be assured it's going directly to the purpose and cause of what we set ourselves up to do. It's amazing to me when I think back on how many people have been here at the farm. It's over 800 people in the last 20 years in this wide variety. For example, I got a call from a friend I'd known in the Air Force, Jim Majin, and he said he had a friend, Julian, who had lupus disease and was going to die in 6 months and had no place to go. And I humorously said, well, send him to the farm. I'll be glad to bury him for you. Of course, I didn't expect him to die, and he didn't. He got well of his lupus, and while he was here, he fell in love with a lovely nurse we had living on the property. And they're still married 20 years later, and he's alive and doing well. But the farm is really, or the Buttercup Farms, the concept is really a very feminine concept. And it's interesting because the lovely couple from France who put this video together and put the website together so expressed that quality for me. It's Simon and Lily. And Simon is a very masculine kind of guy, but you feel the kindness and the softness. And Lily is very feminine and very cute, but she's also very spunky and has that masculine quality that we can get the job done. If I were to try to describe Buttercup Farms, I would say it's the perfect blending of the masculine and the feminine qualities in life. And the variety, you can see it in what we've done. The first thing we did was had racehorses, a very masculine kind of activity. But excitingly enough, our barn over at Pleasanton was run by 5 women. And that's not the traditional people you see over at the racetrack. And people kind of chuckled and laughed at him at first, but they turned out to be real winners, as did our horses. If you can believe it or not, we had a horse named Roca Lily. And so I love the word lily. And Roca Lily beat the girls, sure, but then we entered in a race in Sacramento, California against a full field of boys. Nobody hardly bet on her, but just a handful of people. Roca Lily didn't just win that race, she won it by 20 lengths. Length is the length of a horse. When you watch the video of the race, it's like 2 separate races. There's Roca Lily, then there's the guys trying to catch her. But she really exemplified our love for the female strength. Our programs, though, have been mainly managed by women, like in Kenya and in Senegal, because they bring such a heartfelt effort to what's going on. And I think a lot of the men who've been here over the years have really been humbled and learned from the women, and that includes myself as well.